Hello everyone, welcome to Tuesday Tea with Elsa, and today we have Atlas with us as well. It's getting into the holiday season. Christmas is coming, New Year's is coming, and it was our first week of sharing Taming Wild Pura Vida live out into the world, so people can buy it on Vimeo, and it's been really exciting sharing the film and sort of having this upswing of energy around taming wild and freedom-based training. And so today for tea, I thought, I get so into talking here, I forget to drink my tea, and it is Tuesday Tea with Elsa, so I'm going to take a sip. Atlas is eating hay, I'm drinking tea. I know one of the things that I often talk about is my addiction to doing things. I like to do things. And sometimes there needs to be a balance between doing and being. So, even though we are doing this time where we talk and we share ideas, there's also a certain amount of just being here. And I realized that, we released the movie last week, Taming Wild Pura Vida, so people can watch it on Vimeo. It's a great thing, but it's been making me think, why do I do these projects? What's the driving force behind it for me? So the other day I was looking at Facebook and someone posted this really beautiful concept of what is collection. Usually when we think of collection, we think of dressage or a certain position of the hindquarters of the horse or the head or the way they lift their back. It's all a very physical concept, this idea of collection. But I realize the reason that I do what I do with Taming Wild, the reason why I took that hike across Costa Rica with those horses, the reason why I made the first movie, the reason why Atlas here is helping me make the third movie, the reason why I do this is all about collection. But it's not about physical collection. It's about mental and emotional collection. Hi, Pippa. Good morning. I'm happy you're here from New Zealand. I got to look at the time and see what difference it is here. I love that people join from all over the world, but then I wonder, what time is it for you? So collection. Collection is, as I was reading the other day on Facebook, this really beautiful idea that collection is the readiness to do anything, the preparedness to do whatever happens next. And when you think of that from a physical standpoint, there's a certain body carriage of the horse where their neck and their back and their haunches are all held in a certain way to be collected so that you can ask them for any change of direction or any change of speed, and they're prepared to say yes. I realized that I spent a lot of the beginning of my life with horses working on these ideas of physical collection. But what has become more important to me now are the ideas of emotional and mental collection. And that is, from an emotional and a mental place, is the horse prepared to do anything? Hello, Simone. Wonderful, great. I'm glad you're here from Austria. The tea party is getting bigger around the world. So this idea that collection is the preparedness to do anything that comes next. It's really a freeing idea that the body to show collection has to be perhaps in a certain frame, so the horse is in balance so that they can say yes to whatever happens next. But what about the mind and the emotions? How do we get the mind and the emotions in the right frame to say yes to whatever happens next? And the thing that I do in freedom-based training is I make it not about the horse at first. At first, it's about the human. So when we are with the horse, are we prepared to be in the right place at the right time? To understand what the horse needs, Okay, does the horse need you to move? Does the horse need you to be still? Does the horse need you to be on the left side or the right side? Does the horse need you to do something that stretches their comfort zone? Or does the horse need you to do something that reinforces the comfort zone? What does the horse need from you? And are you prepared to do whatever it is that the horse needs? So right now, Atlas is eating hay. He's pretty self-contained, very content. He doesn't need a whole lot from me. So in this situation, I can talk to you guys, I can drink my tea, and there's not very much that he needs from me. But there will be a time when things change. Do I know when to stand up? Do I know when to be still, when to move? This is the study of freedom-based training. If the horse is free to do anything they choose, do we have the mental and emotional collection of ourselves to be prepared to be in the right place at the right time for that horse? And my belief is once we've exhibited to the horse in enough variety of situations that we know how to be in the right place at the right time, they start mirroring that back to us. So if I know how to read Atlas, hi Atlas, and read when he's ready to stretch his comfort zone, read when he's ready to be comforted or reassured. When I can read Atlas, what happens in turn is Atlas starts to read me. And when he reads me, Atlas tries to do the same things for me that I do for him, which is this idea of mental and emotional collection. Can you collect yourself to the point that you're ready to do the thing that your partner needs next? And we talk about this with horses all the time. We expect horses to be willing to go left or go right or slow down or speed up anytime we ask. It's a very one-way relationship. We ask the horse to do a lot of things, and we expect the horse to be collected enough to say yes when we ask them. How's the flip side of that, though? When the horse asks us to do something, do we know how to be in the right place at the right time to say yes to the horse? Do we have the mental and emotional collection to be in the right place at the right time for what the horse needs? And I think that when we start seeing this as a two-way street, that we can show up for them, they become a lot more willing to show up for us. And this is why this idea of mental and emotional collection is so important to me. Collection is simply the idea that you're ready to do anything that needs doing at the right time. So I don't know if you guys can hear, the gate is banging up at the top. I'm going to show you here. Ocasio would really like to come in and join us. He doesn't like that Atlas gets to be in this paddock today. He'd like to come in and join us for tea. It's funny, Ocasio is quite the musician. Anytime there's something to rattle or bang or make noise with, he's right there making music. So he's going to let us know with a little bit of gate rattling that he would really like to be in here with us. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Whether it's with Atlas or with any one of my other horses, my goal is to be mentally and emotionally collected enough that I can do whatever is asked of me. And it's not difficult. I am able to respond to the things that Atlas needs or respond to the things that my other horses need, and do it in a way where they really build trust in my decision making. And as horses build trust in my decision making, they slowly are more and more willing for me to make decisions for their body as well as my own body. And this is a really slow organic development. When you use tools, when you have halters or food rewards, you can speed things up. And you can really ask the horse to mentally and emotionally collect so that anything you ask of the horse says, yes, I can do that. But when we take away all those tools, it starts becoming something that the human has to do. Do I have the mental and emotional collection to be in the right place at the right time for what the horse needs? And can I do that consistently enough that the horse starts to build a level of trust where I can also make decisions for their body, where I can push them to be more mentally and emotionally collected? It's cute. Atlas is really hiding behind me here today. He's gotten quite comfortable being close to me, but he's not super camera involved today. He's very keen on just eating and tucking right in behind my back. Variations are good. I like variations. This is a little bit different in how Atlas is choosing to join me for tea today. And it's fine. It's absolutely fine. My job is to be mentally and emotionally collected enough that whatever is asked of me, whatever is needed of me, I am stable enough to say, yes, I can do that. Then, once I've proven that, my horse is going to start mirroring that behavior. They're going to start mimicking that behavior. They're going to start developing their own mental and emotional stability, which is their collection, their mental and emotional collection, so that they can say yes to whatever's asked of them. In my mind, this is more fun to build the mental and emotional first and then develop the physical. Most horse training comes at it the other way around. They teach the horse the postures, the body positions, the willingness to say yes physically, and then they build it slowly into the mental and emotional collection. I like doing it the other way around. Works for me. I'm not saying there's a right or a wrong. Everyone gets to choose. But I do love this idea of collection being a readiness to do anything. We have mental collection, we have emotional collection, and we have physical collection. All of them are beautiful in their own way. The key is, how do we build them? How do we build the readiness to do anything? For those of you guys who know Atlas here, he's mostly been ready to say, no, don't hurt me. No, don't scare me. No. I'm trying to teach him to be ready to say yes, ready to trust me, ready to do a wider and wider variety of things with me, where I can say, will you do this? And he has the mental and emotional stability and collection to say yes. But the way we get there is I have to show him that I have it first. If I can be what he needs, then he'll start to mirror that and become what I need with time. So thank you guys for joining me for tea. Thank you, Janice. It is a really fun idea to think of the human mental and emotional collection. If we can be collected, the horses start to mirror us, and it really evolves quite naturally, given time. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm working on filming Taming Wild Evolution with Atlas here behind me, and hi, buddy, and Ari, the stallion, up on the hill. And I'm going to get back to work and continue my filming. If you guys are curious, you can always see more of my weekly updates on Patreon, Taming Wild. And I love talking to you every week live. I'll be here again next week, Tuesday tea. And I'd love suggestions. If you have something you would like me to talk about next week, please put it in the comments. I have an ongoing list, and I'll of course pick the thing that inspires me the most, but I love the input. So go ahead and drop something in the comments if there's something you want me to talk about next week. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening wherever you are, and I will talk to you next week.